All right, so we just made it to the dirt. It's windy, but the weather's pretty okay. We're gonna air down and see how long it takes us to get into camp.
Walking out of the canyon, comes out, not even poisonous, but I got to know.
Okay, so it's the morning of day 2. I didn't do a huge amount of filming on the way in, partly because of just time. We were wanting to get into camp before it was dark so that we could set up in the light. And secondly, because we had a bout of motion sickness from one of the parties in our group. So we kind of ended up taking it slow at some moments and just focusing on getting the miles in, because it was about 60 miles of unpaved stuff, a lot of washes, and just like changing degrees of road quality. But we all made it like just barely before it started getting dark, so it wasn't too terrible. It sounded like Tyson had a little bit of a problem with his diesel heater. I think it leaked fuel on the drive in, so he was dealing with that, but it sounded like he got the whole thing running and operating just fine again, so that's good. And then we had our late arrival. We stayed up till about a half hour before Sean and Lauren showed up, so it was like right when we got into bed, cozied up, just about to fall asleep, and then you could hear the rumble of Sean's LS swap coming down towards us. So they're here now. It's unfortunate that they had to come late because they kind of missed the road in, because since they had to drive it in the dark, it was a really cool road, honestly. It was very neat. Yeah, so we'll probably just slowly get to moving, have some breakfast, and then pack up so that we can adventure down the river. fine. I'm sending Mike across right now to test, and then you can probably go right after him after we see how deep it is. Well, that's fucking cool.
They were so nice. They waved at us before they left.
All right, so Life Flight came out here because there's a UTV, like a side-by-side, that tried to take this narrow section that's basically washed out, and he rolled, and you can see it here. I'll zoom in so you can see it, and it looks like somebody got hurt because they just life flighted that guy out. A little ways after the second and deepest river crossing, we came across an old homestead with some interesting relics to check out.
Train cart. Looks like a trailer.
It's a van that somebody turned into a trailer. We then pressed on to the final river crossing. The views continued as we drove up and out of the canyon, and we opted to not make a stop at the lava field to increase our time by the river at camp. Now, Oregon has a ton of great things to see, but this bit of road here into camp is easily my favorite. Alright, so our desired camp that we were shooting for was taken when we got there, which was surprising. But we drove a little further and we decided to camp next to this little old homestead, and it'll work. It's fairly modern. It's sheetrock and stuff, so. And there's like sidewalks. So you can go in over here. Tyson said that the floor is not super sturdy, so. Nice little covered porch here on the south side, west side.
Some glass.
Yeah.
People got mad about
Doors
this
don't
wall over
move.
here.
Doors don't move.
Yeah, it's jammed up against there.
There's a room upstairs somehow.
Yeah, it does look like it's gotten upstairs. Huh.
I would say 60s or 70s with a remodel at some point.
Uh-huh. Well, this wasn't part of the house before because it's got outdoor siding as the. I mean, unless cedar siding is common, I don't know.
Oh, this is actually probably more original. This this wood paneling. This
There's a
was probably
fire pit or fireplace over there,
There's a burn barrel back here.
and a pantry. Look at
Jug
that.
of pee.
Got a pantry. Shoot.
So all the rodent stuff, if you kick up too much of it, try not to breathe it in, okay?
Yeah.
It's called the hunt virus. It's no fun. There's no cure, but you'll probably be fine after you're done not being fine.
So this house is even older.
Seems more like a shed.
Okay, there's glass right there, so. Yeah, this one's even more dilapidated because it's an even older house.
It's a shed, not a house.
I don't know if I'd walk in here with how wild the floors look.
She leaks a little oil, but outside of that, she's cherry. A lot of holes in the ceiling.
I mean, I would assume that this was the first house,
Yeah, this was here before.
and then they upgraded to that one, and then kept this as the ranch hand house or something like that.
Probably. And that's like a some sort of like cool cellar or something.
Yeah, pump house maybe, or
And the door is actually fully attached.
because like the thing that's next to it is the oldest like
Yeah.
rock thing that there could be, but oh, there's a bridge to get to it.
Bridge to Terrapin?
I don't think you need a bridge for this one. Okay.
Okay. Oh, okay.
That's probably like the emergency shelter that you actually.
Yeah, this is like it's got a stove in it and firewood and stuff. So, and a carpet hung from the ceiling. I don't know why, but
Ah, found it.
there's a barbecue. There's a couple of buckets for
Bucket things.
doing stuff. But
Well, you
yeah,
keep the carpet hung from the ceiling so that you can lay it back down, and it won't get covered in rodent stuff.
yeah, that's fair. Yeah, there's some lighter fluid and
Cleaning supplies.
things over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, this is for hanging out in the winter when you have to come up here.
When you couldn't get out.
Oh, hey. It's got a light up light switch there.
Look at that.
Look at that.
Doesn't work well. Doesn't light up the
Well,
room
it's
like that.
Better
it's
than
something.
nothing.
Yeah.
You probably want to bring your own lantern.
It's kind of cool. And this thing,
That
Last
probably
stop.
this probably did this job until they built this one.
yeah.
And then it's kind of old and rotten house.
So watch out, bud.
But there is no ghosts. No ghosts on that.
Watch your feet, okay? Your nails.
Yeah, there's nails and stuff with it, and tippy rocks, and yeah, this has caught fire, and that's why it is no longer in use. Because all these roof joists, they're all,
They brought that wood stove back over to the other one. So nah.
yeah, like these are all burnt, and then this shelf that's right here is burnt too. So it must have they burnt the roof off the damn thing,
Well, let's go
And
inside.
then knocked a wall down.
knocked a wall down after.
This was probably vandalized, I would bet.
Well,
With all
let's
the
go
rocks.
inside
It
the
looked
door.
like they weren't. very problematic. They
The
look like a
front
big
of the
show.
house.
Yeah, maybe.
Let's go inside the front of the
Leave
house.
us.
Let's go inside the front of the house.
Well, you were already in there. Yeah, you and me went in there. Remember?
I'm not in there. I'm in that.
Like, very,
I think we're gonna head on back home.
Oh, there's my radio right there. Sweet. So I'm gonna come back down and get it. Back up to the top of the climb here after the second night camp, and I had realized that I had lost my handheld radio yesterday at some point, and turns out it was because I left it on my bumper and it fell off my bumper when I was going down the climb. So I found my radio. It's dead, but found it. All it was left to do now was take the long, dusty road back out to civilization and, of course, fuel. Thanks for watching.